Welcome back, the last episode, where we leave Chishimba Falls and explore the Luangwa Valley before making the long way back home. Back past the way we'd come in to Kapisha Hot Springs a few weeks ago. The road turned into more and more of a trek when all of a sudden Emmanuel popped out of the bush and said, "Welcome, Mr. Ransom." What a surprise that was.
What a perfect campsite.
Everyone was getting a sweet corn fritter to snack on. We'd really been looking forward to do the new Amatololo loop, only to find at the gate that the roads were washed away and that we must either use the transit road or simply just go away. We were all issued with transponders to make sure that we went straight through. North Luangwa was an area of extreme elephant poaching, and the militant approach, although very unpleasant, was probably understandable. You should read the novel Eye of the Elephant by Delia and Mark Owens. It's all about the struggle to ensure survival of the Eddies. This guy with the AK was the guy who collected the transponders, and he was actually very friendly. He also doubled up as a ferryman. Some of these sticks and logs were submerged and had become snagged with the barge. We eventually got underway. Crossing the Luangwa River gets you out of the national park.
Heavy, too much. So the hippos are looking at us and laughing.
Now Manchester United.
I took this to mean, now we're good to go. This is actually quite a tough job, eh?
From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors.
Quite a relief to be safely over that lot. Just look at these magnificent cathedral mapani trees. The Ituba campsite was actually one of the nicest camps we stayed in. It made us all feel much better after the disappointment of the washed away road scenario.
See the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
Can you just imagine what this river would look like in the height of the rainy season? Now we'd seen a croc on the far bank, and then suddenly someone realized that it had grabbed an impala without us even noticing. Just watch how he rips the head right off. I know you want to see that again in slow motion. His meal was getting swept away in the current, and the action had alerted other crocs. Our last night was supposed to be camping at North Luangwa River Lodge, in the park, for which we'd paid in full. But now we were 3 days early. So I went back over, permitless, to go and speak to the lodge owner, see if we could come to some kind of an arrangement. We drove through a number of tsetse fly-ridden areas. What dreadful little creatures. We saw a number of elephants behaving like this, just crashing headlong into the bush, desperate to get away. A poaching trauma still fresh in their minds. The boss wasn't there, but his main guy assured me that we'd be refunded. It never happened. Anyway, Ituba was a much better spot, and we didn't have any tsetse flies there. Back in camp, I was wondering why I was feeling a bit off. Turns out I managed to catch malaria, probably in the busy fresh produce market in Iringa. Today we leave this wonderful Ituba campsite and start making our way down to South Luangwa. We decided to break the journey with an overnight stay at Kamakonzo Community Camp. Now, I'd been battling to get hold of these guys. I had a cell number for Mike, who never answered his phone. Then one day somebody did answer and said he would tell Mike we were coming. Well, we hoped that it was going to be okay. On the way we drove past a lot of informal settlements, most of whom looked like they rely on cotton.
This is the way to Kamakonzo campsite. The road less travelled.
I don't often put up our tent until we're ready to go to sleep, but malaria had made me feel bloody awful, and I just had to have a snooze. If you're going into malaria area and decide to pack a test kit, be sure you know how to use it. And spend the money and get one of those proper little sprung-loaded finger prickers. I had my fingers jabbed about 10 times trying to get a blood sample. Right, time for a snooze. Kamakonzo was a great little spot. Shower water heated up in a 44-gallon drum on the open fire, and then up a ladder with buckets into the shower tank. The Kaatum tablets worked like a bomb, and by the next day I felt much better. We left Kamakonzo in the morning and transited Luangwa National Park at no cost and made our way to South Luangwa, a trip of about 120 kilometers. Africa, a place where the unbreakable gets broken. This is a male. The female has a very thin black trailing edge to the wing. This must have been our 5th water crossing of the day. None were very challenging, but I don't think you could drive this route in the wet season. As with most of the campsites, Wildlife Camp is situated outside the park. Geez, these guys are having fun. Yeah, and look at this little guy. These evening sunsets had been absolutely breathtaking. Up early, over the bridge and into the park for a day of exploring. Elephants can't bend their heads back very much. Just check how this guy gets around that problem. This little chap was still trying to figure out how to use his trunk. Watch how this frog nearly gets away. And then he doesn't. Lilac-breasted, by the way. Wow, we'd never been this close to such a fresh kill, and we had it all to ourselves. We could smell the blood from the carcass and just listen to those crunching noises. He was going for all the nice soft bits. He'd ripped off half the face, and now he was looking for the long soft tongue. The scavengers could also smell the blood, and we could hear them closing in, waiting for dark. This was the next day. A very contented lion. Look at how full these lions are. Still very wobbly. It was great to see that the South Luangwa elephants were much calmer than what we'd seen further north. It was time to head back to camp, over the bridge, past the security gate, and onto the dirt road to the camp. And the oaks were spotting stuff from the bank. It was time to leave wildlife camp. Next stop, bridge camp. The old Petauke road took us 7 hours to cover about 200 k's, but the scenery was well worth it. Now this was a scary one. I couldn't see tracks, depth, or what was around the corner. We just had to hold thumbs and go for it.
dusty rock road has Chobe very near. Rolling down this dusty rock road.
We all enjoyed a Panarotti treat. A precautionary wheel change. The tyre wasn't flat, but it was full of nasty little cuts.
It's a road and grass touch, but it's what we love. Bring on. Slowly down the dusty rock road. We gotta take good care. Gently down the dusty
There you can see the spray in the background. It had been a long trip. With the North Luangwa Amotololo route cancellation, we had a few nights in hand. Chobe, here we come. The next clip was very funny and I nearly didn't include it, so apologies in advance for the graphic detail. This was a nice interaction between the elephants and the impala. Some of the elephants moved off, and then the impalas wanted to come past, but the remaining elephants wanted to join their buddies.
It's a road that's a little rough. It's a road where we do our stuff. It's what we love. Bring on. Welcome to the dusty rocky road. Come here, my dear. Join me on the dusty rocky road. You've got nothing to fear. It's a road that's a little rough.
And that would be another male.
Grass stuff.
Chobe wouldn't be Chobe if we didn't see a fish eagle.
Bring on. Riding on this dusty rocky road. Has Chobe very near. Rolling down this dusty rocky road. Shifting through the gears.
Giraffes fight by whipping their heads into their opponents. You can see this guy had done his fair share of that.
But it's what we love. Bring on. Slowly down the dusty rocky road. We gotta take good care. Gently down the dusty rocky road.
Today we leave Muchenchi and make our way towards Nata. Egg and bacon!
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.
This little spot is situated just over the Martinsdrift border post on the South African side, and the sites are on the banks of the Limpopo.
The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be.
Thanks so much for watching to the end of this final episode in what was a trip of a lifetime. Now, where are we going next?